Hello YouTube, I'm back again. You know I'm here for a good time. I don't stay for a long time. So I don't know if you guys have I don't know if you guys know about the situation with Glorilla and her sister, right? So there's a couple videos of Glorilla's one of her older siblings. There's 10 children total. Um, and so one of her older siblings, I believe she's 30. This young lady is now making videos in reference to the fact that Glorilla has yet since becoming famous, uh, and becoming more financially stable, right, than the average person walking the street. She said it's been 4 years and Glorilla has yet to do anything for any of her siblings, as far as gifts, money, any type of financial support, anything. So, I'm not going to get into everything she said, but I'm sure you could imagine. But it pretty much goes how you would expect it to go. She's pissed off. Do you hear me? And she's basically saying that Glorilla is obligated to look out and reach back for her siblings now that she has become more financially stable. And per Glorilla, I've heard her say on interviews and things, and per the sister, they grew up together. They slept on a pissy mattress together. They have eaten ketchup sandwiches together, living in a house with roaches and rats. Like, they came up together. Same mother, same father, living in the same house. Like, they struggled together, right? Up until, they got older and went their separate ways or whatnot. So the sister is like, she is obligated to help us. I don't care, right? Now, I only come on my channel to speak on things that I can relate to or resonate with, or that I have a strong feeling or opinion about, right? Or, to shed some light or some wisdom on something that I feel strongly about. I feel strongly about this. Now, technically, when you become an adult, you don't have to do anything for anybody but yourself, right? That's a technicality. You don't have to have the moral compass, the compassion, the empathy, right? Or the big heart of taking care of anybody else other than yourself. You are not required to be a citizen, right? You're not, to exist. You're not required to have those attributes, right? America is a free world. You could do what you want to do. You can be who you want to be. You can be any and everything except for free, right? Catch that. If you caught that, put a thumbs up in the comments. So, no, nobody is obligated to do anything for any adult. Any other adult is not obligated to take care of another adult, regardless of what, right? But we do, don't we? We're not required to take care of our aging parents and grandparents. We don't have to, but we do it. They washed our ass. They bathed us, right? They fed us. They kept us warm. They kept us clothed. They kept us, safe, right? But at the same I can't even talk. I can't even get it out. This shit got me so like feeling away. Yes, they did those things. But it's like, okay, then we talking favor for a favor. right? You took care of me, so now I have to take care of you, right? You can look at it that way. But we all know, to whom much is given, much is required. Okay? Everybody knows that for the most part. Now, you going on interviews and you're talking about your struggle and the roaches and the rats and the eating ketchup packets and not having food and sleeping on the pissy air mattress or whatever. Glorilla talks about this in her interviews, which she has every right to do because that's her personal experience. But she has also experienced that with her siblings. So when you talk about your experience, you automatically shed light on the people who were around you at that time, regardless of what part they played in it. They were around and they experienced that with you. So now you have the public, every woman, man, and child looking at your siblings. Now they know, oh, this is how y'all used to live, right? Y'all struggled. No judgment, right? No foul, no judgment, nothing, but they know. That was their experience. They may not have wanted people to know that they had to get full off the ketchup packets. They may not have wanted people to know that was their experience. Now here you are, right? You don't have to do that no more. I'm not going to say she's rich. She ain't no Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? She not no, she ain't no Beyonce in the game when it comes to money. She not a Riri when it comes to money, but she's well to do, right? She's well to do than her parents and her non-siblings that's still in Memphis struggling. All of them struggling. So my thing is this: you made it out. You talked about the struggle that you went through this with your siblings. You talk about that to the public. Love bringing that up. Love to talk about that. Can't wait to talk about it, which is cool. No harm, no foul. But you made it out. You made it out. And those same people, and you know what? I try not to cry, but I will start crying because you made it out, bro. Like, Glorilla, you made it out. You made it out. Like, okay, if somebody has wronged you, has hurt you, disrespected you, done things to hurt you, and they have yet to acknowledge or apologize for that, you don't want to fuck with them, cool. But, if y'all have a decent relationship and they ain't really did you nothing, and what's wrong with a little $5,000 or a little $10,000? I don't even think the sister is asking for thousands of dollars. She asking just for a little boost. Just give me a little boost. Sometimes people just need a little boost. They don't even much want nothing but just a little boost. And the fact that they gotta walk around, you know what I'm saying, knowing that this is their sister and she done made it. You know what I'm saying? And you still, I'm sorry, y'all. I just did my skincare routine. I don't want to cry on it, Lord. But they gotta walk around like, this is my sister. My sister made it. My sister on every radio station. My sister on every, major platform or whatever. And I barely got a pot to piss in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine. And the reason why I'm hurt, and I'm crying is because I'm a very empathetic person. You know what I'm saying? When the situation calls for in my, or, from my perspective, if I ever made it big, the people who I done struggled with, you know what I'm saying, whether it be friends or family, but most definitely family. Like, it's not gonna take me 4 years, bro. It's not gonna take me 4 years to throw you a little something. It's not. You know what I'm saying? And then ignore your calls when you try to call me. Now, the sister may have done something to her, possibly, but I'm just speaking in general. There are siblings that she has had no beef with, or no altercations with. And it's like, come on, Glow. Come on, Glow. You could reach out, boo. You could reach back. You could reach back and throw them a little something. The sister was on an interview and said she would just ask for $2,500. You know? And so that just hurt me, bro. It hurt me. And people looking at it like she should have never came to the internet. If Glorilla didn't give her nothing, she really shouldn't give her nothing. Sometimes people just get so hurt and so crushed, and can't hold that shit in. Everybody not good at bottling up emotions and feelings. Everybody not good at that. I'm good at it. I have family and friends that is not good at that. They have to speak on it, in any capacity. And she may just be one of those people. Her name is Victoria, the sister that was exposing all of this. Could she have went a better way about it? Yeah, maybe, but let's really get into it. Social media, Facebook, YouTube, all of this shit. This is the new wave of communication. Whether people like it or not. This is what it is now. This is the day and the age that we're living on. Instead of talking to each other, we talk to the phone or the computer. Facebook, Instagram. This is the new wave. So let's just get rid of that thought right there. You 5 years too late. But Glorilla, if there are any of your siblings, baby, that haven't did you anything, you do owe them something. You do. And people love to say, oh, you don't owe them anything. You don't owe them motherfucking nothing. Yeah, technically you don't. But as a human being, you do though. We all do. We all do, bro. If you walking past a person sleep on the ground in the snow and you got 4 blankets, you do owe them a blanket, bro. For the most part. Now, certain situations and things like that, you can't. Like if you got 4 blankets, but you also have 4 children, right? Then sometimes you can't spare a blanket. But let's just be serious. Glorilla can afford a few $1,000s, bro. Like, we gotta stop being so selfish. We gotta get out of this mindset. And we don't owe nobody nothing. If you have it, and there's somebody that need it, and you can give it, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do owe people or a person. Yes, you do, damn it. Yes, you do. I'm just so sick of the greed. Sorry, y'all. I'm snotting and crying. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired of the greed and the stinginess and the selfishness of humanity. It's sad. That's why we are where we are as a people, bro. That's why we are where we are. Sorry, y'all. We gotta get out of that mindset. Because guess what? The ones of us that do have something to show for ourselves, It's because somebody reached back for us in some way, shape, or form that technically wasn't obligated to or didn't have to, but they did though, and probably have no relation to us at all. Don't ever forget this. Whoever this video runs across, to whom much is given, much is required. Much is required. And don't you ever forget that. That is very important. And until us, as a people, as humanity, until we understand that, we're going to continue to run ourselves into the ground and cease to exist. Until we understand that. I'm sorry, y'all. This is one of my most emotional videos. I couldn't even hold it back. Couldn't even hold it back. But you know, I always come for a good time. I don't stay for a long time. Okay, so I will see y'all on the next video. I love you. See you. Bye. Please like, share, subscribe, and most of all, comment. Okay, please be nice. All right, I don't like negativity and chaos and all of those things. Have a good night.